Welcome back everybody. Here in this class I'm just gonna make some more things. So let us open the Notepad++. This is a new post area, and obviously as I said to you that I'm just gonna create the SQL query here. So definitely I'm just gonna create the SQL query here in the move uploaded file area. So let us type $ins and SQL and equals to sign and then the whole query. Okay, and you know about the whole query, first of all insert into and then press in space. And what is the table name? The table name is posts, so insert into post and then just add the two parentheses and then the value text, and then here obviously in this parentheses I'm just mentioning the database columns name, and here the values for them. So for the first thing first, I'm just going to the browser and it is the localhost. The first thing is the title. So okay, I'm just getting the title here, the title attribute, because title variable, because I just want to pass this title post through the strip tags function. So definitely I am just going to call this the title here, then add a comma, and the second thing should be the description. Spelling should be clear. Okay, DESCRIPION, TION actually, and then the image, so image, and another comma, and then the category, which is really necessary, category, and then the date, or the date will be automatically created, and the author name. What is the author name? I'm just typing date here as well, date, and then the author name. Oh, not the wrong thing. Author name, go there, and the it's only the author, not the name. So that is really perfect. Now I am just mentioning the value of the title. I'll just teach you how to just mention the date and the author name. So here first of all I'm just typing the first thing first, add the semicolon and just type dollar, and just type title and then add a comma and then the dollar post. Now I'm just getting the data from the form. Okay, I just got the data of title from the form, and here I just pass this in a function, so that is why it is in the variable. So by the way, here the name of the description is what? I'm just going there. The name of the description is description here, which is perfect. Description, and then another comma and press in space and add another dollar sign and post, and here the other one is the image. Okay, so I have to send the image not from the database, so I'm just removing this post, and obviously I just forgot to add the single quotes here, and inside the single quote just type dollar image db path. Okay, because the path don't need these kind of periods, so that is why I just created a new variable for the path, and then add another comma and then dollar space, and then the next thing is the category. So post and the category. Okay, another comma. I'm just getting these posts from the form. The next one is the date. Okay, so I'm just adding date variable, but I'm just clearing that I didn't create this variable. Before submitting the form, you must have to create this variable, so I'm just gonna create this variable in some minutes. So here, what is the author name? So where I'm just mentioning the author name, there are a lot of ways to mention the author name, but here instead of author name I just typed author in the variable. So there I am just typing the dollar sign and the session, okay, and then the user. Okay, actually I'm just sending the email address instead of the author name, and I'll just guide you what I'm just doing. Actually I'm just getting the email, I'm just submitting the email here, okay, with every post, and then where we just get the data. So instead of just email the result, we can just do a lot of things. I'll guide you later on. So by the way, at this time just understand that I'm just sending the email address instead of the user author name. I'm just sending the author's email address. So now how to create the date variable? Just go there after the submit post option. I'm just creating the date function with the variable of date, and here I'm just typing date, and then you just remember the format, the Y, M, and D. That means the 4 digits year, and then month, and then date, and just add in space, and H mean hour, and I for seconds, and then sorry, I for minutes actually, and then S for second. So this is the way, and in this way I'm just sending this data to the database. So here I just created the date as well, and after that the last thing is dollar, or before that I'm just adding another check, dollar, and then, or before the dollar I'm just adding the MYSQLI query, okay, and here inside the query I'm just typing CUNN and $INSSQL, and then just go here. If this query will run, just add another header, okay. If a post you just submit, then I just want to redirect ourselves from the new post to the index.php, actually the dashboard page, or instead of the dashboard, the post list page, okay, post list.php. Otherwise I'm just adding another else, and here the $error, okay, and equal to sign, and the query was not working. So let's just save that, okay. So what I have to do more there, I'm just changing these names, okay. I'm just copying this error variable and just duplicating, because I just want to show only one error, and definitely only one error will show. So there's not really necessary to just define that the error is with image. Obviously the text is clearing all the things. So now where to show the error, but before that I'm just creating a new thing here. Just after that I'm just creating the error variable, not inside this if or any other if. Error is equals to empty, okay. Error is empty now. So here before the sidebar and after this 50px block, I'm just opening the PHP, or instead of opening the PHP, here is the PHP is already opened. I'm just adding the error, okay, in this way, and the $sign to clearing that this is a variable, and then obviously the error will show. Let's just go to the browser and actually refresh that, okay. Now I'm not getting any kind of error here. If I just type here text, save that and refresh that, now I got the text here, okay, perfect. But something more I just want to do here with the errors, okay, I just forgot to do. Actually these shouldn't be simple. I'm just adding the div element here, okay, the bootstrap div. The class should be alert, and then add in space, and then alert danger, and add another space, or just remove the space and just copy the text and just paste, or before that I'm just copying this div and just pasting on all these errors in this way. And now let's just cut this text, paste between the divs starting in empty divs. Now cut another one and just paste in between them, cut another one and just paste between them, and cut another one, the last one, and just paste between them. Okay, definitely I just did this. Well, there are some more things which I have to add here as some else. For example, what if I just not put any image anywhere? Okay, so this is lion and I'm just clicking there, and where this is ending the image, okay. For example, I just select all the data and just put it all the things but didn't select any image, then what will happen? Here I just selected this curly brace, and here I'm just adding the else, okay. So inside this else I'm just adding another error, or not the error actually, sorry about that, this can't be an error, okay. The image is optional, so definitely user can submit the whole post without an image, because this is optional here. If you just want to require this, then just you can add the required attribute, but I'm not adding the required attribute because this is definitely optional. So here when I just didn't submit the image, so let's just copy the whole insert SQL, or just retype again and here insert into, and simply I think I should copy all the data and just paste that, but now just remove the image, okay, from there. Okay, it means I'm just not sending the image and the DB path as well. In this way I just did that, and let's just save that and then press any space, and obviously again just copy this if, which is actually the MySQL query, and here I'm just running the query, and this is the error. I'm just copying the error and the if and else both, and just copying and pasting here, and then just adjust that in the way you want. So now everything is cleared. So let's just take a look at this in the browser. I'm just refreshing that, okay, and now everything is clear. Right now if I just click on submit button, I'm getting an error, please fill out this field. If I just fill this field, the new post, okay, then if I just click on submit again, now I'm getting this select any category, so let's just select nature, okay. So now just click on submit button. It's still my form is not submitting, but if you just remember that I just added the required attribute with this thing, the text area as well, but text area is not warning me. It should warn me but not warning. I'm just going back to check that. Yes, the required attribute with the text area, but actually I have to remove that. Why I just have to remove that? Because I just applied some kind of JavaScript things with this text area. If you just go there, not too much top, actually in the line number 69 and 70, you can see that I'm just applying the tiny MCE text editor, and here I'm just applying directly this with the text area. So that is why the required attribute is not working with the text area. So let's just remove that and refresh, actually save that. I'm just going there and refreshing that, and now everything is clear. Now I'm just typing the new post, okay. Let's just select any category. I'm just selecting the nature, and here I'm just typing anything like, oh, I'm not typing anything, I'm just clicking on submit button, okay. Now I'm just getting image format was not correct, which is the error. Image format was not correct, actually here is the error, okay. So why this error? I'm just getting this error that the image format was not correct, because definitely the size is not more than 1 MB, but actually I didn't selected any image. That is why there is no error I found for about the size. But actually just because I just didn't selected an image, so it didn't get any format from them, so it just gave me the error that the image format was not correct. So now how to just rid this problem? Actually I just added the thing here that if is set image, okay. For example, the mean is that if actually I'm just telling that if the image file image variable super global arrays exist, then all this form should run, otherwise this else. But the problem is that this is exist but actually empty. So now there is another way to check that. I am just putting if not empty, okay. If the image is not empty, then this should work, otherwise that would. So now let's just refresh that, and oh, not continue, actually click there. Now I'm not selecting any image, just directly typing the title, okay, the new, okay, select that, and the any category. So now just click on submit button. Now image format was not correct, because I just forgot one thing. If you just remember that they was checking in previous one that is set means that the file's images exist or no. So obviously it is exists, so how it can be empty when it exists? So actually it has no name, so I can check this by its name. So now the file image is exist, okay, exist, but what is the name? So the name is empty. So if the name is not empty, then this whole form should work, otherwise no. So I'm just going to the browser back and just refreshing that. Okay, now I'm just clicking on title and just adding a title and a category, and here I'm just typing, let just test this, okay. Now just click on submit button. I got nothing, and I'm just going to the database and click on browse button. Now I got new post, the new post. Okay, so I'm just going to the browser and just typing localhost and /php/cms. I just want to check that there is any new post I got. Yeah, the new post. Now you can see that there is a new post. If I just click on new post, I got no image because I just didn't select any image there. But the text, let's just test this. Okay, so that means everything is fine and totally greatly working there. If you can see this small block which is actually just for the image, so I'm just going back to the notepad, or actually I'm just going there, I'm deleting that, the new post. Okay, this is not completed. Just refresh that and just click on choose file, and I'm just choosing any file from there. For example, I just choose this sceneries file or whatever, and I just click on title. Here I'm just adding scenery. Okay, this is a new scenery. Okay, so here the nature, obviously the scenery is about nature. I'm just typing some description here. I just posted a scenery in this post as image. Okay, now just select the status. Well, the status is not working yet, so I'm just clicking on submit button and I'm not getting anything, but the form is empty. That means something has been sent. Now just click on home button. Now I got a new post, 1 2 3. Okay, the new scenery. Now if you can see that the new scenery is here as well. If I just click on the new scenery, I'm getting the new scenery here, and I just posted a scenery in this post as image. So that means this is working perfectly. But I think in this class I have to add another thing which is really important, the status. So here I'm just typing status. Okay, I don't know what was the previous one. I think the category, and I just removed something from the category, by the way. So status, and the name is status. Okay, perfect. Now what to do more, I'm just going to the notepad and click on a status, structure, and here I'm just gonna add something after the category, or I think yes, after the category. Okay, I'm just clicking on go button, and here I'm just typing the status. So now the type must be text, and just click on save button. Now I got this. Now I'm just clicking on browse, and here I'm just adding some status here. I'm just adding the status draft here. Okay, I'm just adding the status by default, and here this is actually the publish. Okay, and this is publish. Okay, the first one is in draft. Okay, so now if I just refresh that, everything is fine. I'm just getting all these 3 posts. Okay, so now I'm just going to the notepad, and actually this is the sidebar, and this is the all other pages. I just have to make changes on these pages to actually stop getting the posts which are not published and in this draft status. Okay, so I'll do this in next class, but right now I'm just adjusting the form for the status here at the top.